Hello, I'm Delusion the Speller. I'm going to expound a little bit on the narcissistic father video that I did a couple days ago. I'm going to go over those characteristics in a little bit more depth. And I again want to say that this does not just apply to fathers, so I'm just going to handle it as far as the narcissist in general. I talked about how narcissists see themselves as unique, special, so above and different from everybody else. And hang on a second, I'm going to turn the speaker off. Okay. Yes, they see themselves as unique and special and different from everybody else. One of the ways that this was exhibited in my experience was through a relative who was involved in politics. With this relative, we always had to present ourselves a certain way. We had to look a certain way. We had to say certain things. The family was very strict about that. And yes, there was a lot of narcissism in this particular situation. When you're in the public eye, a lot of times parents, grandparents, relatives feel that the child is making them look bad if they say or do a certain thing. That's very narcissistic, to the point where you have to walk on eggshells and not get out of line even one iota. You see a lot of this in ministry families, I should say, where the minister's daughter or son, they have to portray a certain image so as not to quote-unquote blacken the name of the family. Alright, entitlement. I saw this in a certain narcissist in my life, in which we were traveling somewhere and he decided he was going to speed. And the police officer, as commonly happens, pulls behind him, puts the sirens on, and pulls him over and gives him an Icicle Ticket. And I remember as we were driving off, this person said to me, "Can you believe that? I can't believe he gave me a ticket for that. He should have let me go. I was only going 10 miles over the speed limit. I just can't believe that they actually ticketed me." That's a narcissistic thing. They think they are above the law and entitled to special treatment, and they're totally floored when somebody does not give them the special treatment they think they're entitled to. The need for narcissistic supply, adoration, admiration, accolades, whatever. This was exhibited by a female narcissist. We had gone to a public gathering, and because the people did not seat us first, this woman carried on and said, "I can't believe they didn't come up to us and greet us and roll out the red carpet and seat us." And she did say roll out the red carpet. She said they should have been rolling out the red carpet because they know who we are. These are people that we know personally. I can't believe they didn't put us first, and now we don't even know where we're going to sit. And I was like, it's fine. I mean, just sit wherever, or just ask them where they want you to sit. She said, that's not the point. We were the ones that should have taken precedent, just simply because she is. Because she exists, she felt she should have this predominance over everybody in the place. Very odd. They believe people are there to do their bidding, and without being asked. I remember the statement this same person said to me, "You should know what I want before I even ask you. In fact, I shouldn't even have to tell you. You should just know me that well to know what I want." It's unrealistic. That's ridiculous. I'm not saying once you get to know a person that you can't figure out, well, they like this sort of flavor of ice cream or whatever. I'm talking about somebody I just met, and I should just automatically know what she needs? Seriously? And she'll say, well, that's because the reason I feel that way is because my daughter always has my coffee ready for me. She knows exactly what I want in it. She knows that I need my shoes when I get in the door. And I was like, okay, that's your daughter. She lives with you. I just met you. This is the first time ever seeing you face to face, and I'm supposed to know this. Yes, according to her, I should have known that. You should be a mind reader. I said they become very intolerable if they don't get their narcissistic supply. I kind of described that a moment ago. They're very envious of other people. Now, the interesting thing is they project this sort of thing by saying, oh, that person over there, they always want what I want. If I have a new purse, they have to go out and get a new purse. When I got my glasses, they had to run out and get glasses with fake lenses. I mean, they will make up anything when actually it's them that is jealous and envious of the other person, not the other way around. One person had said, oh, you see how those guys are staring at me and gawking at me? I want to smack that smirk right off their face. Just watch them. So I would look over there at the guys. They weren't even looking at this woman. It's disturbing. There's no other way to put it. It's very disturbing and distorted and odd and eccentric, and it takes you into like another zone. Like is this person seriously on this planet? Where did they come from? Seriously. Oh, they don't like it when you confront them, especially like if you point out what they're doing. If you start noticing, hey, that person didn't cut you off. What are you getting all mad at them for? They didn't cut you off on the road. In fact, you cut them off. Then they become very angry. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't think you even saw what happened. They definitely cut me off. They went right in front of me. They didn't even wait for me. And you're sitting there going, wait a minute. You're the one that drove in front of them. They did not cut you off. And they will argue with you till the cows come home that they are right and you are wrong. If they have to lie about it, if they have to color the truth, if they have to distort what really happened, anything except admit responsibility. They are like almost allergic to admitting that they have a flaw or that they were responsible for somebody being hurt or anything like that. It's literally, that's the best way I can put it. It's like they're allergic to admitting that they did something wrong. Seriously. Okay, they always come first. I told you that. Oh, no matter what you talk about, it's always going to be where the conversation is flipped around to where you end up talking about them. Say you meet somebody that's narcissistic and they ask you how you're doing. Well, I just got back from the doctor. I got some bad news. I have COPD. Before you know it, they're going to be elaborating on how their last 5 doctor's visits were the worst visits they ever had. They were diagnosed with COPD, a minor form of cancer, wrecked lymph nodes, whatever they can make up, but they always got to look better than you, or worse than you in this case. They always have to one-up you. And you'll find this, it's not just once in a while. Some people do that just because they're histrionic, they like attention. Narcissists will do it almost every single conversation, to the point where you're like, seriously, is it ever about me? That's why they write those books called Why Is It Always About You? And when do we get to talk about me? And things like that. Because narcissists, they don't. Everything is focused on them, and it's usually a bunch of baloney that's not even true that they make up, just so they can look like they're worse off than you are, more the martyr, more the hurting one, or sometimes more the hero. Like, they won't let you get accolades. They won't let you win a prize without telling you the last prize that they got that was so much better than your prize. So it's, again, disturbing and distorted and messed up. They'll put you down and they'll tell you, oh, I only do this because I love you, because I want what's best for you. I'm doing it for your own good. Even if it's like the worst thing that's ever happened in your life. Like they cost you a job because of some stupid thing they said to your employer. I only did it because I knew that you wouldn't make it on that job, that you couldn't succeed, and I didn't want you to be hurt when they dismissed you. In my case, this person told me that I needed to be careful not to get close to their relative because they didn't want to see their relative reject me, because they weren't a very, patient person with people like me. So I should just avoid getting close to this relative. And right after that, the relative told me that they wanted to be close with me. And I told her that, and she's like, huh? Oh, well, I'm surprised because this person never wanted to do that because they were so hurt by people in the past. So they quickly covered their tracks like they were so shocked. Anyway, stay tuned for the next video. I gotta cut this one really short. God bless.